spots, 9. Well, avoid zones in the red. 13 avoid zones. So just by paying attention to that, that could save your hide right there. So this is, like I said, this is only 13 miles up here, and those are your numbers. So for our realtors, brokers in the room, those numbers, do they ring true for the Milwaukee, greater Milwaukee area? Say, okay, so 20,000, over 20,000 have sold in the last 12 months. Would you say the average sale price about 202,000?
Yes.
In that ballpark. Average bedrooms. Everybody wants 3 bedrooms, typically. And if you're going to have 3 bedrooms, if you got that size family, you're going to want 1.5 baths at least, right? If you got kids all over the place, I mean, sharing bathroom, it's not pretty. So, and the average square footage, 1,800 square feet. So if you carry the license, I'm sure those numbers are real familiar to you. That's what folks are looking for. Retail buyers. First-time buyers that are going to actually live there. So it tells you the best areas to buy homes. The places you should avoid buying homes. It also tells you when you buy a home, what your exit strategy should be. So that's what the sweet spot tells you. So how are you going to unload that house? You have 3 exit strategies. The one that we're focusing on the most will be wholesaling. It's a great way to start out. The second is prehab. Now prehab is just average. It's what my first house should have been. Average. For average neighborhood, average income. That's how I should have fixed it up. But I went over the top. I went crazy. Cray. I don't know what happened. It wasn't good. And rehab. Now you get out a little farther out into some of these zip codes where they drive better cars, they have better jobs, they're better school districts. Now that's your full rehab. Now you're going to bring in the granite. Now these are a lot more detailed-oriented buyers. They're fussier and they demand the best. So those are your rehab zones. So you're going to go all out in those areas. So tonight I really only have the time to cover wholesaling, but we're going to give you a good idea of what you can and cannot do. So wholesaling, it's a process of putting a property under contract, then you assign that contract, okay? Or resell the property to another investor for another price, okay? So there's 2 ways you can do it. We say you can assign it, or you can take it down and buy it, and go and resell it, actually own it, actually take title to it. So there's 2 different ways. For example, okay, you find a house, you want to buy it, the numbers look good, okay? You put the property under contract with the seller for $100,000. That's what you agree on. So once you have signed that paper, there's 2 signatures on there, you have equitable interest in that home. You don't own it, but you have a contract you can sell. So you're going to say, contract for sale. You do not have a house for sale. So when you're scrolling through Facebook and all these wholesaling sites where people are putting pictures of houses that they don't even own, that's not right, that's not legal, you don't own it. If you take that house down and take title, you put all the pictures of, the outside of the house all you want. But you only own the contract. That's all you got. But it's a marketable thing. You can make money on that. So now you're going to instantly go out and look for a buyer that'll pay you a little extra. So we're looking for a contractor that'll pay us 110. So you will make the difference on that, the 10,000, when you get to closing. So you found, and you get to keep the difference in the middle, the 10,000. No money out of your pocket, you never closed on the property, you never had any risk, no one looked at your credit score. So many people come to me and they're like, I want to get started, but my credit really sucks. I'm like, come on, let's do some wholesaling. No, let's find some deals. Nobody's looking at your credit. How many of you remember this? You should all remember this, because this is where you signed in on Eventbrite. Learn how we made $10,000 without ever owning a house. And that's how we do it. This is called wholesaling, plain and simple. So, I need 3 volunteers. Can I get 3 volunteers to come on up? Okay, come on up. All right. All right, all right, all right. LaShawn? Wait. Oh, I'm good. All right, good. All right, LaShawn, you guys just, and Matt, just play along, okay? All right, LaShawn, you got a janky house, man. I hate to tell you. It's in bad shape, really bad shape. But you got to sell it. You got no choice. You can't stay there any longer. Let's say Robert knows you, friend of the family, knows that you're going into the nursing home soon.
Okay.
So sad to tell you you're going into the nursing home soon. But anyways, Robert knows you, friend of a friend. This is a relationship business, guys. Keep your ears open, okay? So Robert's making a deal with you. Sorry, honey, but your house is in bad shape. The best we can do is $100,000. So you guys make your deal, shake hands, you're gonna give them $100,000. All right, deal. This house is worth $200,000 all day long, fixed up. Okay, so we say ARV, after repair value, it's worth $200,000. All right, then we got Joe over here. He's our flipper. He's the contractor. You go over to Joe, you say, hey, I got this under contract for 110. Good area. It's this side doing that to me. Okay.
Sorry.
So, but he's giving you basically the deal on a silver platter. You're going to see, he'll see the paperwork. There's 2 pieces of paper. The first piece of paper is the agreement, purchase and sale agreement. The second piece of paper is the assignment agreement. 2 pieces of paper. So you're going to see how much Robert's making in this deal. You're going to see that $10,000 because it's going to be on the assignment agreement. Well, it will be revealed to him. Okay? So, and the public can usually tolerate like up to $10,000 on an assignment fee, but if you venture any further than that, he's just going to toss up his hands and say, no deal, no deal. How can you make $10,000 on this, and I got to work my tail off and manage a crew and, you know, push to get this done under schedule, you know? So the public can only tolerate so much on an assignment fee. So the second way, oh, I didn't even do the first way. I mean, I did it, but I didn't click. Okay, let's go second way. Okay. Wholesale double close. I need Daddy Warbucks. I need someone with money. Who's money bags? I need a volunteer. Andy, come on. Come on. Come on. Bring it up. Bring your wallet. Let's go. Thanks. What's your first name? Antoine. All right. We got Antoine. Daddy Warbucks over here. Okay, well, Sean. Now this time, the house all fixed up is worth $250,000. So it's worth a lot more on the back end. So you've got a shot here at a nice fee, right? Because you're still going to only get it at $100,000 here. Sorry, honey. Your house is a mess. You're a hoarder. I'll tell you that. But we can still get you that 100,000. You be happy? Yeah, check the 100,000. Okay. And now Robert, in his infinite wisdom, knows it's worth all fixed up 250,000. Right? So we got a lot more play here, a lot more equity. So you start thinking, cha-ching. You're going to get it under contract. You're going to give him his 100. You're going to come over to Joe, tell him what a great deal you got. Great deal. It's worth 250. I'll sell it to you for 130. It needs about 50 or 60,000, but ARV is 250. Great neighborhood. Are you in or are you out? He's in. Okay. How can we make this happen and hide the fact that our buddy wants to make 30,000 in the middle? Because if we do the assignment, it'll be revealed, right? We don't want to reveal that. If he knew that we were making 30,000 in the middle, he would throw his hands up in the air and say, "See you later, bye." So we can double close this and keep this private, okay? But we need Daddy Warbones. Antoine, right? Okay. Antoine, old buddy, old pal, can you please loan $100,000 to Robert for one day?
Sure.
And we'll pay you 2.5%. We'll pay you $2,500 if you let him borrow that for a day or an hour, or however long it takes to wire back and forth. This way, yes. So we're going to set up a closing over here. This is an actual closing. We're going to close this, say at noon, okay? We're going to make sure your money is wired to the title company before Antoine wires his money. We want to make sure you're going to follow through. You really want the deal. So your money is wired to the title company. We're going to close you at 1 in the afternoon. Okay? So if we know your money is there, then we're going to say, Antoine, wire the 100,000 over. You do that. You get 100,000. Are you happy?
I'm happy.
You're happy. All right. You're going to get 30,000, but you have to pay him 2,500. That's why we went with 100,000. We just want to keep the math simple. There'll be extra closing costs. I'm not going to fib. There's 2 closings, so there'll be some extra closing costs. But if you're making $30,000, are you willing to pay some extra closing costs? All day long. All day long. So you get a great flip for 130. That's worth 250 when you're done with it. He likes that. Isn't that cool? And you are going to let your money out for a day, dough for a day, and put your 100,000 out. You get 2,500 extra back. How many times do you want to do that?
5. I'm going back.
Right. 5 a day? Not a bad deal. Thanks, guys. Or they're doing it illegally. So that is one thing that I'm going to be adamant about. I want to make sure that you guys are doing it legally, and we're not going to be doing it wrong. So here are the 2 major problems. Okay, first of all, we got people out there in Milwaukee running around getting properties under contract, you know, and that means they're tying up that property usually for 30 days. So the seller, who's already distressed, is stuck for 30 days. Now, all these people are out there saying, oh, we buy for cash, I have cash, we'll close you in 30 days, blah, blah, blah. But they didn't get a good enough deal or a good enough number that they can't resell the contract. It's not attractive to an investor. So what you got to go back with your tail between your legs and tell that seller, I couldn't get it done. And they're like, what do you mean you couldn't get it done? You said you buy all cash. You said you close in 30 days. You said this, you said that. It gives everybody a bad rap. if you're gonna give your word and say you're gonna do something, make sure the numbers work. That you know you have a good deal to offer someone else, another investor or a landlord. Now, God bless you, landlords, just for hanging in there. I couldn't hack it. But, so, you wind up not closing on the agreement that you had with